Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Living in Alignment. It's your girl Janasia B, and we are talking about all things wellness, authenticity, and living in alignment. Today we're getting into something that has rocked my world, y'all. ADHD. Y'all already know what time it is. This is the space for women to get real, raunchy, and spiritual. We share our experiences as we learn to live unapologetically, authentically, and in our highest vibrations. So grab your tequila, your wine, your juice, whatever suits your fancy, and let's get to it. Now, I suspected that I was on somebody's spectrum a few years back, but these past months, after turning 30, I realized I was forgetting things more and I was just becoming more resistant to the point of freezing, like I was in a paralysis and not doing anything at all. I finally took the plunge and discovered that I am definitely neurodivergent. And if you haven't heard of neurodivergence before, it's just a fancy way of saying your brain operates differently. So if you have witnessed that you just couldn't get it together no matter how hard you tried, this episode is for you. We're breaking down what ADHD can look like in Black women, why so many of us go undiagnosed for years, and most importantly, how to work with our brains instead of against them. Let's start with the basic. ADHD stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. But don't let the name fool you, y'all. It's not just about being hyper. It affects focus, impulse control, emotional regulation, and even how we process information. But here's the thing. ADHD in Black women is so often misdiagnosed, or it's not diagnosed at all. A lot of women in general are misdiagnosed as having bipolar disorder or a personality disorder. But why? It's because the research, the diagnostic criteria, the stereotypes, is all based on white boys who can't sit their asses still in school. But ADHD in Black women, it can look different. So it can look like being called lazy, unfocused, or not living up to your true potential. Struggling to start or finish tasks, even when you want to. Feeling like you're either in all or you're not all in it. It's no in between, so no gray area. Having a million thoughts racing at one time, but not knowing where to start. Social anxiety that looks like being stuck up or stank, because it's hard to be vulnerable. Emotional dysregulation, so feeling things deeply and struggling to control reactions. Constantly masking, changing your behavior to fit in and seem normal, which leads to exhaustion. And let's be real, on top of all of this, we deal with the whole Black women have to be strong narrative. We're expected to just handle it. We're expected to put the H on our backs, and we're expected to do it without help. And that makes getting diagnosed or even recognizing our struggles even harder. This is why so many women, especially Black women, are misdiagnosed. Instead of ADHD, doctors might label it as anxiety or depression or, like I said, a personality disorder. We internalize that something is wrong with us instead of realizing that our brains are wired differently and just need different tools. And that's okay. When ADHD gets undiagnosed, it affects everything. Our work, our relationships, our self-esteem. It can make us feel like we're constantly behind no matter how much we try. But once we understand it, we can start making changes that actually work for us instead of forcing ourselves into systems that don't. So now that we've called it out, now that we know what it is, let's talk about how we can work with our ADHD brains, because listen, I am not about struggling in the silence, okay? I want us to thrive. So here are some tools that I have actually tried that help me.
Hey lady, I know you're busy listening to the show, but I just wanted to interrupt and say I appreciate you. Out of all the podcasts out in podcast land, you decided to listen to me, and I just want to say thank you, boo. Living in alignment is not easy, and while this is a labor of love, it is a labor nonetheless. So if you want to support the show monetarily, you can always donate via PayPal or buy me a coffee. See the link in the show notes. And if you don't have the coin, I get it, sis. Sharing with a friend is more than enough. Now, let's get back to the show.
The first is the tried and true Pomodoro Method. So if you feel like focusing is impossible, try working in sprints. So 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off. Repeat. It makes tasks feel way less overwhelming. 2, break tasks down. Instead of writing down one big overwhelming task like do taxes, I break it down. So it becomes 1, taxes, 1A, gather taxes, 1B, file taxes, and then I just check it off as I go. This keeps me from shutting down before I start. Body doubling. This has been my thing. Sometimes I just need someone there while I work. Not even to talk, just exist in the same space. It helps me focus. 4, making tasks more interesting. If it's boring, your brain will not do it. This is not a personality flaw. This is a cognitive malfunction. And that's okay. That is a-okay. We are going to learn how to work with our brains. It's all right. It happens. It happens to the best of us. So you want to make stuff interesting, all right? Add some music, turn things into a game, or give yourself a reward once you finish the task. Number 5, externalize your memory. So I used to rely on my brain to remember everything, but now I write everything down. You hear me? I mean, the refrigerator, sticky notes, voice notes, whatever works for you, do it. Number 6, be kind to yourself. I used to beat myself up for not being quote unquote disciplined enough. Now I remind myself that ADHD is not a character flaw. It's just that my brain works differently. It's a cognitive function. There are certain things that we just can't change. I'm Black. I can't change it. Someone may be Asian. They cannot change it. So with that being said, these are just things that you've just gonna have to radically accept about yourself, okay? Now, Black women with ADHD are out here thriving, okay? And once we get the right tools and support, it's like we become fairies. I think we're already magical, but it's just something that happens when we get that right support behind us, near us, beside us. We can't do this shit alone. We have to build a community that I am loving right now that I'm in Dallas visiting, is Divergent Dreams Co. I found it through Threads. I just posted something on Threads one day and I was like, listen, does some neurodivergent Black women want to go out and have coffee? I would love to do it. Next thing you know, I done found a whole community of neurodivergent Black folks, okay? So find your people. Find your people. And if you have any ADHD hacks that help you, shit, hit me up. Let me know. Y'all don't know my social media? I'm going to put it right in the show notes so you can find me because I want to know. And let's swap some notes. All right? All right, y'all. That was today's episode. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for showing up for yourself. ADHD is just one part of who you are. But we are whole. There is nothing wrong with us. We do not need to be fixed. We are brilliant. We are worthy of ease. We are worthy of happiness. All right? Now, if you're anything like me and you may have forgot what I said, let me do a quick recap, okay? So, the Pomodoro Method, breaking tasks down, body doubling, making tasks more interesting, externalizing memory, being kinder to yourself, and finding community. Those are the things that you can do to help you work with your ADHD brain, okay? All right. Y'all, I am so happy that you all tuned in to this episode. I really want to hear what you all are doing to help, navigate this process. And until next time, y'all, take care of yourself. All right. Be easy. Love, peace, and high vibrations.